Today, we're going to talk about how to position yourself as a premium artist, charge $800+ for your brows, and actually implement the steps that will get you there. If you're a good artist, if you are just struggling with getting bookings, but you know you can deliver, don't give up hope. I understand that all of the options on the market suck. Now, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I do. I'm not gonna try to sell you anything in the process, but I'm gonna be very transparent about what I'm doing and what's working. Now, the first thing I did, I'm gonna give you a little overview of my whole story. I started playing around with ads, okay? Ads work. If you have a prior perception of, they haven't worked for you, there's many reasons why an ad system doesn't work effectively. So don't give up, because when you do it right and all the pieces of the puzzle are put together in the correct way, they do work. And especially for permanent makeup, because the truth is, as permanent makeup artists, we just need new people every single month. Truly, it is very rare to be able to survive without paid ads. So I was experimenting with paid ads. I finally found one that struck gold for me. It was bringing me hundreds of local ladies every single month. And after that, I realized that I just couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with following up with the ladies. I couldn't keep up with responding to them fast enough. They would just lose interest. They wouldn't answer. They would start ghosting me. And so I partnered with an AI software developer. I know you're thinking, okay, well, I don't have access to that. Well, listen, this is something that we easily plug into permanent makeup businesses. I'm not getting into this. I'm not trying to sell you on it. I want to keep the focus on the process here. So after we used AI to actually answer people immediately, answer people's inquiries, talk to them, answer all of their questions, we started to see the bookings become very consistent. Then after that, as a permanent makeup artist working 3 days a week, I was able to book myself out 30, 40+ days. Because of that, that's when I decided, okay, I'm gonna raise my prices $50. No one blinked an eye. So I raised them $100. No one blinked an eye. So I raised them $200. People still saw the value in getting their brows done. But what really sold the value was the amount of trust, professionality, confidence that was established from their inquiry to actually booking the appointment. So the way that I did this was brought all of those interested people in for a consultation. And when they came in, I showed them my space. I shared with them my reviews. I shared with them my confidence and my experience and my professionality. And this is truly what wins someone over. You can't forget that as a permanent makeup artist, we're in sales. So if you think that running a before and after ad and people are just going to book the appointment is going to work, truly, that may have worked in 2016, but unfortunately, that's not the world anymore. People are also constantly distracted. You must reach out immediately. You must follow up several times. There are so many statistics around this, and I say that because if ads haven't worked for you in the past, you have to look at that piece especially. I used to offer a call where I would set ads up for artists because I know that they would bring in so many inquiries, but I also had to tell them, hey, if you can't follow up within a minute, if you can't follow up 5+ times for the hundreds of ladies in a month that we're gonna be generating for you, you're gonna be missing out on probably 70% of the opportunities. And that's the reality. So after I was able to book myself out 30 to 40 days, listen to how much this blew up. I raised my prices. So we went from $450, now I was at $600. And then I decided, okay, I'm charging $600 for brows. I wanna cultivate more of a luxury experience, right? What other than being booked out can increase the perception of your service? What else can increase the perceived value of your service? And that's your location, your environment, your online portfolio, your reviews. And these are the next things that I focused on in order to move my brows to $850. And finally, I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to do in order to jump from $850 to $1,000 in the next 2 months. So after I completely redid my studio, right? I was booked out, I was making money, and I decided, okay, I'm going to invest and I'm going to redo my studio from tattoo shop vibe to a luxury spa feel. And that's what I did. Now when people walked into my studio, they were immediately impressed. I greeted them with a drink, I hung up their coat, and I sat in front of them and we had a conversation. Now you might think, oh, that's it, and then they just paid more? Well, the way that you carry yourself is also extremely important, and this is something that I didn't really necessarily understand, but it's something that as I learned more about sales, I realized the absolute importance with. Presentation, how you look, how you sound, how you transfer energy is all going to be so very impactful if someone leaves your studio with a deposit down for your service or if they leave undecided. Think about this. If someone comes in and they're interested in the powder brow and they're like, this is how I normally fill my brows in. I really want them to look like this. And you say to them, yeah, I think we could get that result together. Versus, yes, I love how you fill them in. And to be honest, that's exactly how I would do it too. Yes, I actually love the way you do them. That's exactly how I was envisioning them as well. We can absolutely achieve that as your end result. Think about those two responses and how that's gonna make someone feel. Put yourself in the situation. Sometimes it's so hard to take a step back and put yourself in the customer's point of view, but this is what's necessary in order to persuade them and get them to actually decide on spot that you are the artist for them. They're confident in you, they believe in your results, they believe that together you two can get to their desired result, and they're willing to pay your price. This is why people are willing to pay my price. I don't advertise $400 brows and for them to book online. I advertise a free consultation. Come in, let's talk about it. I'll show you what to expect, and you'll see why my brows are $800. This is the kind of energy you want. If you are posting discounts on your profile, forget it. Delete it now. It is not a good look. It's important to attract those who genuinely want to learn more. This is a consultation for a tattoo on your face. I love running a consultation because it truly attracts my dream clients. People who understand the value and want it done right. They want to learn more. They want to meet me, know that I can get the job done the right way. And once they meet me, they are willing to pay my price. Now, finally, after building my social media up for 4 years, I've decided to take a little turn. I'm investing in even better lighting. I'm investing in a better camera. I'm also sending all of my previous work over to an editor so she can give me a more premium feel for online. Now, you might not realize the importance of this, but truly go search a few permanent makeup artists. Look around. Look at what people's profiles make you feel when you click on them, whether it's follower count, whether it's their branding, whether it's just the colors and the photos and the professionality of it all. Look at that and understand that when someone clicks on your page, they are having an instant judgment made. And a lot of the times they're gonna give your page a few scrolls, make a decision to either learn more or turn away. So the importance of this is crucial. Perception matters. All of this plays a part in cultivating your brand. I always hated the word branding because I'm like, what is that? No one's ever gonna know me like they know Coca-Cola. Like, what is it? And the focus should really just be on making your posts and your content authentic to you, making them unique, strategically posting and setting up your portfolio in a manner that touches your audience and reaches your audience in a way that connects with them and guides them toward booking with you. Now, I hope you can take something away from all of these tips and all of these things that I've implemented to literally go from $450 to the near future of $1,000 brows. I'll keep you updated on that, so check back on my channel for the full update, but these things have changed my life. If you are interested in learning more about the in-house system that literally takes inquiries and makes them into booked consultations on my calendar, book a call with us below. I promise you, it's gonna be the best investment that you've made in your permanent makeup business this year.